Friends, good evening everybody. So we are seeing preposition and today we are going to see the last part of our preposition. So finally we are going to see the confusable prepositions and the last part is before and after. So where to use before and where to use after. So before used for the second action in a phrase when we mention two actions. Okay, used for the second action in a phrase when we mention two actions. So what are all the, see, look at the example. Before eating food, we clean our hands. Okay, before eating food, we clean our hands. So what is the first action? We clean our hands. When we will be cleaning our hand? Before eating the food. So this one is first action and this one is second action. So here we are using before. Okay, next one, after. So after used for the first action in a phrase when we mention two actions. Okay, so after is used for the first action in a phrase when we mention two actions. So here what are all the two actions? After eating the food, children love playing. So which one is the first action? After eating, children love playing. So here we are using after. Okay, so let me explain you in detail. So first let us see where to use before. So before can be used in the following ways. So in this lesson we are seeing before under the topic preposition. Okay, but before can also be used as a conjunction, preposition and an adverb. So in this lesson we are seeing before under the topic preposition, but it can also be used as a conjunction, preposition and an adverb. So before can be used in the following ways. So as a conjunction, how can we use before? Before is as a conjunction, before is used to connect two classes. You know what is mean by a class. Okay, we have already studied in our lower classes. You know what is mean by a class. Class will have a definite verb. Class na enna irukum adula, the verb will be a finite verb. Okay, not definite verb. The verb will be a finite verb. Finite verb na enna, the verb which has subject of its own is called as the finite verb. Okay, so as a conjunction it is used to connect two classes. So here what are all the two classes? Think carefully is a class and you choose is a class. Okay, so here what is the conjunction? So what is used? Before is used. So it is used to connect two classes. Okay, next one, as a preposition. So when we use before as a preposition, it will be followed by a noun. See, look at the example. We moved to London before the war. Okay, so this preposition before is followed by a noun. So war is a noun, London is also a noun. Okay, so here we are using the preposition before. Next one, as an adverb. So what is an adverb? You know what is meant by adverb? Adverb qualifies the verb in a sentence. So without following a noun. Okay, see here there is no noun. I had met him once before. Munnadi naungla meet pannirken. So here the verb is not followed. Sorry, here the preposition before is not followed by a noun. Okay, so before can be used as a conjunction, preposition and as an adverb. Next one, earlier than something. See, what are all the places we are going to see? What are all the places we are going to use the preposition before? First one, earlier than a particular time, event or action. See, look at the example. I went for a run before breakfast. The others had got there before us. Won't you have another drink before you go? Okay, so earlier than a particular time, event or action. ஒரு ஈவெண்ட்டோ ஒரு ஆக்ஷனோ ஒரு பர்டிகுலர் டைமோ நடக்கிறதுக்கும் முன்னாடியே நம்ம மென்ஷன் பண்ணுறதுக்கு என்ன யூஸ் பண்ணுவோம்? We use before. I went for a run before breakfast. So breakfast நடக்கிறது சாப்பிட்றதுக்கு முன்னாடி I went for a run. Okay, the others had got there. நாங்கள் போகிறதுக்கு முன்னாடி அவங்க அங்கே வந்துட்டாங்க before us. won't you have another drink before you go? நீ போகிறதுக்கு முன்னாடி don't you like to have one more drink? Okay, so drinkனா இங்கே it is not alcohol மட்டும்தான் ட்ரிங்க்குங்கிற வேர்டுக்கு யூஸ் பண்ணுவோன்னு யாரும் மிஸ்அண்டர்ஸ்டாண்ட் பண்ணிக்க கூடாது. ஓகே, so before is used for mentioning something which is happening before an event, time or action. This is one of the places where we use before. Okay, so next one, I joined the police in 1999. Before that I was in the army. So same example, it is the continuation of the above. So I joined in the police in 1999. அதுக்கு முன்னாடி I was in the army. 2 weeks before the election, the first reports of the scandal began to appear. Okay, next one, before doing something, you should seek legal advice before signing anything. Okay, so before doing some action, so what is the action? Signing. Okay, so before signing you should get the legal advice. Okay, this is one of the place where we use before. And next one, at a time in the past. Look at the example. Only after understanding the example you can understand this explanation, right? So haven't we met before somewhere? Never before in modern history has one nation dominated the world so completely. Okay, for mentioning a time in the past, you can understand this very easily. So haven't we met before somewhere? So this sentence gives us a past tense. This sentence also gives us a past tense. So to mention an action in the past we are using before. Okay, next one, used for saying that something happens which prevents someone from doing what they intended. See, look at the example. Before I could think of a reply, she walked away. So நான் அவங்களுக்கு ஒரு ரிப்ளை நான் திங்க் பண்ணி சொல்கிறதுக்குள்ள she walked away, போயிட்டாங்க. Okay, so used for saying that something happens which prevents someone from doing what they intended. நம்ம என்ன நினைக்கிறோமோ அதை சொல்கிறதுக்கு முன்னாடியே அந்த ஆக்ஷன் நடந்து முடிஞ்சிடுறது. ஸோ என்ன ஆக்ஷன் நடந்து முடிஞ்சிருச்சு? பிஃபோர் திங்கிங் அண்ட் டெல்லிங், திங்க் பண்ணி சொல்கிறதுக்கு முன்னாடியே she walked away. Okay, so this is one of the place where we use before. Next one, used for warning someone that something bad may happen unless they do something. See, look at the example. Clean up that mess before your father sees it. ஸோ மெஸ் அப்படின்னா நம்ம எதையாவது கீழே கொட்டி வச்சிடுறது, ஏதாவது நம்ம தூக்கி போட்டு ஒரு அன்டிடியாக இருக்கிறது, ஒரு பிளேஸ் ஒரு அன்டிடியாக இருக்கிறது, அந்த மாதிரி. ஓகே, யூட் பெட்டர் கோ அவே பிஃபோர் ஐ லாஸ் மை டெம்பர். ஓகே, ஸோ க்ளீன் அப் தட் மெஸ் பிஃபோர் யுவர் ஃபாதர் சீஸ் இட். அப்பா பார்க்குறதுக்கு முன்னாடி இதெல்லாம் க்ளீன் பண்ணிவிடு. யூட் பெட்டர் கோ அவே பிஃபோர் ஐ லாஸ் மை டெம்பர். எனக்கு பயங்கரமாக கோவம் வந்து இன்னும் கண்ட்ரோல்லெஸ்ஸாக நான் போகிறதுக்கு முன்னாடி ப்ளீஸ் கோ அவே ஃப்ரம் திஸ் பிளேஸ். தட் இஸ் த மீனிங் ஆஃப் திஸ் டூ சென்டென்ஸ். ஸோ யூஸ்டு ஃபார் வார்னிங் சம்வன் that something bad may happen unless they do something. ஸோ ஏதாவது ஒன்று பேடாக நடக்கிறதுக்கு முன்னாடி இதை பண்ணிவிடுங்க, இந்த இடத்த விட்டு போயிடுங்க. Okay, so this is one of the place where we use before. Next one, for someone to consider or for someone to watch. See example, used for saying that something or someone is judged or considered by a group of people. See, look at the example. The case went before a grand jury on December 17th. Before. The question before us is whether we should allow a foreign government to control our commerce. So here before is used for saying that something or someone is judged or considered by a group of people. So the case went before a grand jury on December 17th. The question before us is whether we should allow a foreign government to control our commerce. Foreign government நம்ம business control பண்ண யூஸ் பண்ணணுமா? So the case went before a grand jury on December 17th. So here in this places for what before is used is, it is used for saying that something or someone is judged or considered. Okay, something is decided or considered or judged by a group of people. So in this place we use before. Okay, next one, used for saying that something is happening where people can watch it. The team scored an impressive victory before 76,000 fans at Arrowhead Stadium. So எல்லாரும் முன்னாடியும் பார்க்குற மாதிரி ஒரு இன்சிடென்ட் நடக்குது இல்லையா, used for saying that something is happening where people can watch it. So all the peoples are watching the match. So what happened? The team scored an impressive victory யார் முன்னாடி? Before 76,000 fans at Arrowhead Stadium. So this is one of the place where we use before. Next one, in front of or earlier than someone or something. So in the example that we have seen in the book. Okay, see, if one place is before another place on your journey, you come to it first. Listen to the example. A few miles before the border, we were stopped at an army checkpoint. Our house is just before you get to the end of the road. So a few miles before the border, we were stopped at an army checkpoint. So in ஒரு few milesக்கு முன்னாடியே எங்களை என்ன பண்ணிட்டாங்க, ஸ்டாப் பண்ணிட்டாங்க at the check post. Our house is just before you get to the end of the roads. அந்த road போய் end ஆகிறதுக்கும் கொஞ்சம் முன்னாடி தான் my house is there. So place before another place on your journey you come to it. So நம்ம reach பண்ற பிளேஸ்க்கு முன்னாடி ஏதாவது something if it happens, for that place we will be using before. So the next one, in front of someone or something. Lawrence knelt before the king. So in front of, this is an example for in front of someone. Before the temple gate stood a before the temple gate stood a bronze statue of Buddha. So this is an example for in front of something. So in front of what? In front of the temple gate, what happened? There was a bronze statue of Buddha. So it is used in front of someone or something. To refer that we use before. Next one, used when saying what will happen in someone's future for pre-telling. Okay, a promising career stretched out before him. You are still young and you have your whole life before you. இல்லையா? So used when saying what will happen in someone's future. நம்மளோட ஃபியூச்சரில் என்ன நடக்க போகுது அப்படின்னு சொல்கிறதுக்காக we will be using before. See, a promising career stretched out before him. So அவன் முன்னாடி ஒரு நல்ல bright future இருக்குது அவனுக்கு. You are still young. So you students are still young. You have your whole life before you. உங்களோட முழு லைஃப் இன்னும் உங்கள் முன்னாடி தான் இருக்குது. You can make benefit of it. Okay, so for this we use before. Okay, next one, we will see where we will be using after. So after is used in the following ways as seen already. Here we are seeing after under the topic preposition, but it also can be used as a preposition. It can be used as an adverb, and also it can be used as a conjunction. So as a preposition, like before, after after also will be followed by a noun. I went for a swim after breakfast. Breakfast சாப்பிட்டதுக்கு அப்புறம் I went for a swim. Without following a noun. He died on June 3rd and was buried the day after. So here it is not followed by a noun. As a conjunction connecting two classes. After you had left, I got a phone call from start. Okay, so after. So for connecting two classes, in a class, you had left or class, I got a phone call from start. Okay, miss, நீங்கள் இப்போ டவுட் கேட்கலாம், மிஸ் இதுவும் சேம் கண்டிஷனில் தான் நம்ம பிஃபோரும் யூஸ் பண்ணோம். How to find out அங்கே பிஃபோர் யூஸ் பண்ணணுமா ஆஃப்டர் யூஸ் பண்ணணுமான்னு எப்படி மிஸ் கண்டுபிடிக்கிறதுனா, according to the meaning of the sentence, you have to choose whether you have to use after or before. Okay, next one, at a later time. See, when a particular time has passed or when an event or action has ended. Look at the example. After the war, I went back to work on the farm. So, enna action? Inga oru action has, see, when a particular time has passed or when an event or action has ended. So, enna action inga end ஆயிடுச்சு? War முடிஞ்சதுக்கு அப்புறம் I went back to work in the farm. essays handed in after 12 on Friday will not be accepted. So time is over here. Okay, because before 12 they have to submit, but they had submitted it after 12, so time had ended. She is leaving the school after 20 years as head teacher. So what happened here? So she had completed her service as a head teacher for 20 years. After that she is leaving the school. This message arrived after everyone had gone home. So inga enna action mudinjது? What action has ended? Everyone had gone home. Next one, see, after a while. It seems noisy at first, but after a while you get used to it. Okay, first noisy-ஆக தான் தெரிஞ்சது, but after a while கொஞ்ச நேரத்துக்கு அப்புறம் we get used to it. It became a usual thing, பழக்கமாயிடுச்சு. After doing something, wash your hands after touching raw meat. Okay, so what is the action here? This is similar to the example what we have seen in the book. So after touching the raw meat, what we have to do? We have to wash your hands. So here we use after, right? So the next place, used for showing how much later something happens. See, minutes or days or years, etc. His birthday is 2 days after mine. She got here just a few seconds after me. That means after I got here. நான் இங்க வந்து few seconds அப்புறம் தான் அவ அங்க வந்தா. So after I got here. Barlow was arrested 24 hours after arriving back in Britain. Okay, so this is here before is after is used to used for showing how much later some incident happens. எவ்வளோ லேட்டாக some incident happens. அது மினிட்ஸாக இருக்கலாம், டேஸாக இருக்கலாம். அந்த லேட்டர் அப்படி அந்த லேட்டுங்கிற டைம் வந்து it may be minutes or days or years. Okay, next one, soon, shortly, not long after. So this refers to a short span of time. Joe was born not long after we moved to London. We got here at 11 and the others arrived soon after. Okay, so this refers to very short period of time. So in these places we use after. Next one, straight after. You should not go swimming straight after a big meal. Okay, so immediately after அப்படின்னா என்ன சொல்லுவோம் தமிழில்? சம்திங் என்ன சொல்கிறது, டக்குன்னு உடனே அதை செஞ்சுறது, ஒரு வேலையும் what to say, something if we are doing immediately after doing something. So see, in this example, after taking a big meal, very heavy meal, we should not go for swimming. எடுத்து சாப்பிட்டு big பெரிய heavy meal சாப்பிட்ட உடனே என்ன பண்ணக்கூடாது? We should not go for swimming. That is the meaning of immediately after. Okay, so the next one, used in telling the time for giving the number of minutes past the hour. It's 10 after 9. So for referring the time. Okay, so it's 10 after 9 and 9 க்கு அப்புறம் 10 minute ஆயிடுச்சு, 9:10. So the time is 9:10. So இந்த மாதிரி sentences we are not getting practiced to use. You have to learn using it. Okay, in your spoken you have to learn using it. வேணா இந்த மாதிரி டைமில் if someone is asking time, what is the time, என்ன சொல்லுவோம்? We will be telling it's 9:10. Okay, so you have to learn such type of sentences. It's 10 after 9. Okay, next one, at a later position in a list or piece of writing. So look at this, following someone or something else in a list or order. N comes after M in the alphabet. The US is our largest export market after Germany. So following someone or something. Okay, Kate is my best friend after you, of course. Okay, this is very simple to understand. So for following someone or something else in a list or order, whatever it is, we use after. So N comes after M. US is our largest export market after Germany. Kate is my best friend after you. உனக்கு அப்புறம் கேட்டு தான் என்னோட best friend. Okay, next one, following something else in a piece of writing. Okay, following something else in a piece of writing. You don't need to put a full stop after Mr. Okay, so we can also learn this. No need of putting full stop after Mr. What do those letters after your name mean? So following something else in a piece of writing. வேறு ஏதாவது நம்ம ஃபாலோ பண்ணும்போது ஓகே என்ன பண்ணக்கூடாதான், மிஸ்டருக்கு அப்புறம் ஃபுல் ஸ்டாப் வைக்கக்கூடாதான். ஸோ ஃபார் யூஸிங் திஸ், ஃபார் டெல்லிங் திஸ் வி யூஸ் ஆஃப்டர். வாட் டு தோஸ் லெட்டர்ஸ் ஆஃப்டர் யுவர் நேம் மீன்? உன்னோட நேம்க்கு அப்புறம் இருக்க அந்த லெட்டர்ஸ் என்ன மீன் பண்ணுது? ஓகே, ஸோ இன் திஸ் கேஸ் வி யூஸ் ஆஃப்டர். Further along a road, railway, etc. You turn right just after the pub. A few hundred meters after the village, the road ended and we had to stop the car. We get off at the station after Newport. So, further along a road, railway, etc. So, for the mentioning this, you turn right just after the pub. Okay, along the road. A few hundred meters, so this also refers to along the road or railway, whatever it is, whatever place it is. Okay, next one, when someone leaves or has left, or has left. So if you call or shout after someone, you call or shout to them as they are leaving. Okay, see, and don't come back, they yelled after him. இனிமே திரும்ப வராத. So what is it here? When they are just leaving, அவங்க யாராவது நம்ம சண்டை போட்டுட்டு அவங்க போகும்போது நம்ம என்ன சொல்கிறோம்? சப்போஸ் don't come back, இனிமேல் நீ திரும்ப வராத. So in this place we use before. Next one, if you clean up after someone, you clean up a mess they have made when they have left or after they have finished. See, இந்த பிளாக் லெட்டர்ஸ், போல்டு லெட்டர்ஸில் இருக்கிறத மட்டும் நீங்கள் படிச்சிங்கன்னா இட் வில் பி கன்ஃபியூசிங்காக இருக்கும். இது என்னடா ஒரே இப்படி இருக்குன்னு தோணும். எக்ஸாம்பிள் மீனிங் அண்டர்ஸ்டாண்ட் பண்ணிவிட்டு இதை படிச்சிங்கன்னா யூ கேன் அண்டர்ஸ்டாண்ட் இட் ஈஸிலி. யூ கேன் புட் தோஸ் டாய்ஸ் அவே பிகாஸ் ஐ எம் நாட் கிளியரிங் அப் ஆஃப்டர் யூ. ஓகே, so if you clean up after someone, you clean up a mess they have made when they have left or after they have finished. See, what is the meaning of this example? You can put those toys away. அந்த பொம்மையெல்லாம் நீங்கள் எடுத்த டாய்ஸ் எல்லாம் எடுத்து நீங்கள் அந்த பக்கம் வச்சிடலாம். பிகாஸ் ஐ எம் நாட் கிளியரிங் அப் ஆஃப்டர் யூ. ஏன்னா கண்டிப்பாக நான் நீங்கள் போனதுக்கப்புறம் நான் க்ளீன் பண்ண போகிறதில்ல. தட் இஸ் த மீனிங். இப்போ பாரு, இஃப் யூ க்ளீன் அப் ஆஃப்டர் சம்வன், யூ க்ளீன் அப் எ மெஸ் தே ஹாவ் மேட் வென் தே ஹாவ் லெஃப்ட் ஆர் ஆஃப்டர் தே ஹாவ் ஃபினிஷ்ட். ஸோ ஆக்சுவலி நம்ம இங்கே க்ளீன் பண்ண போகிறதில்ல. ஓகே, ஸோ இதெல்லாம் எடுத்து வச்சுட்டு போயிடுங்க, நான் க்ளீன் பண்ண மாட்டேன். ஸோ இன் திஸ் பிளேஸ் வி யூஸ் after. Next one, if you close a door or gate after you, you close it as you leave a place. She walked out closing the door gently after her. Next, considering what happened in the past, used for saying that someone is influenced by past events. After what happened last time, I was careful not to make the same mistake again. ஸோ லாஸ்ட் டைம் என்ன நடந்ததுங்கிறது நான் ஆஃப்டர் வாட் ஹேப்பன்ட் லாஸ்ட் டைம். ஸோ லாஸ்ட் டைம் அப்படி நடந்ததுனால இந்த டைம் அந்த மிஸ்டேக்கை நான் ரிப்பீட் பண்ண மாட்டேன். They would not invite John, not after the way he behaved at Sally's wedding. ஜான் அவங்க இன்வைட் பண்ண மாட்டாங்க, ஏன்னா சாலிங்கிறது நேம் ஆஃப் த பர்சன். சாலியோட வெட்டிங்லேயே அவன் அப்படி பிஹேவ் பண்ணதுனால they will not invite John again. Okay, so used for saying that someone is influenced by past events. ஸோ பாஸ்ட்லேயே இப்படியெல்லாம் ஒரு இன்சிடென்ட் நடந்ததுனால இப்போ திரும்பவும் நாங்கள் அதை பண்ண மாட்டோம். ஃபார் சேயிங் திஸ் வி யூஸ் ஆஃப்டர். ஓகே, ஸோ used when there has been a surprising or disappointing result despite everything that has done in the past. After all that I had done for her, she did not even say thank you. ஸோ நான் இவ்வளோ பண்ணதுக்கப்புறமும் she didn't say me thank you. Next, trying to catch, find or get someone or something. Trying to catch someone or something. The police are after him for burglary. So the police are trying to catch the thief. So here we use after. Go or run or drive, etc. after. Follow and try to catch someone. See, I ran after her to apologize. Okay, following or driving or running after someone to do something. So I ran after her to apologize. His dog fell in the river and he jumped in after it. So why he jumped in is because he wants to save the dog. So he jumped in after it, after the dog. Next one, trying to find something. A really good French dictionary, that's what I am after. So what I am trying to find is, really I want to find a good French dictionary. Waiting to get something that belongs to someone else. Watch out, he is only after your money. Okay, so அவன் எதுக்கு இருக்கான்னா only for your money. If you name a person or thing after someone, you give them the same name. She is called Diana after Princess Diana. She has a street named after her. அவங்களோட நேமில் ஒரு ஸ்ட்ரீட் இருக்கு. She is called Diana after Princess Diana. Princess Dianaங்கிறதுக்கு அப்படின்னு சொன்னதுக்கு அப்புறமா அவங்கள நம்ம என்னன்னு சொல்கிறோம்? We are calling her Diana. Okay. So these are the places where we use before and after. See, before நம்ம என்னெல்லாம் errors பண்ணுவோம், என்ன mistake பண்ணுவோம் அப்படின்னா, we use above, not before, when we refer back to something we have already written. See, as stated above, there are 4 key findings from the study. So listen, this is important. We use above. நம்ம என்ன யூஸ் பண்ணணும்? above யூஸ் பண்ணணும், before யூஸ் பண்ணக்கூடாது. எங்கேனா, when we refer back to something we have already written, ஏற்கனவே எழுதின விஷயத்தை நம்ம சொல்லும்போது நம்ம என்ன யூஸ் பண்ணக்கூடாது? before யூஸ் பண்ணக்கூடாது. We have to use above. See, as stated above, மேலே சொன்ன மாதிரி there are 4 key findings from the study. இங்கே என்ன யூஸ் பண்ணக்கூடாது? as stated before, முன்னாடி சொன்ன மாதிரின்னு சொல்லக்கூடாது, மேலே சொன்ன மாதிரி. that is the meaning. Okay. When we refer to a period of time that is completed and which goes from a point in the past up to now, we use ago, not before. Okay, when we refer to a period of time that is completed and which goes from a point in the past up to now. So this is ago and before, it is not necessary for us. Okay, so this is about before and after. So we have completed our preposition, that is confusable preposition, since and for, above and over, below and under, alone and through, between and among, and finally before and after. So hope every one of you have understood. Thank you for watching. Thank you.